Hooray, we did it. We made it to our workout. This is HIIT. My name is Mary. You just need a mat and a couple of dumbbells. Let's get started with a warm-up, just opening and closing the arms, stretching out the chest and the back. And then reaching overhead, same thing. And then starting to rotate, lifting a heel, pivoting on the toe. Add reaches in front of our chest. And reaches overhead. Very good. All right, lifting the knees. Arms are coming up and down. Just starting to get blood flowing all through our body. And then stepping side to side, bringing arms around with us as we go from side to side. Knees are slightly bent. We're just starting to engage glutes by having this kind of almost a squat, not really there, but just that slight knee bend as we start warming up our lower body. All right, and now let's do real squats, hands behind the head, and just you choose the depth of these knees and toes in line. No required depth. Really important that you focus on form, keeping chest lifted, pressing the elbows wide. That's just going to help us continue to open up the chest. Let's do 3 more. 2 and 1. Now stepping back one leg, bending the knees, alternating sides. Again, here you choose the depth. These are alternating rear lunges. This is also an active stretch of the hip flexors and the quadriceps. Keeping toes straight ahead, feet parallel, and feet about hip width apart. Very good. Now let's step to the side for side lunge, step together, and other side. Again, toes straight ahead. And if you want, arms can start coming overhead. Immediately as we do this, we're starting to feel more tension in the back because the back is working to keep those arms stable overhead. And once more on each side. Very good. Let's go back to our march, arms coming overhead. Starting to breathe a little bit more heavily maybe. As we get our blood flowing more, we need more oxygen. All right, now extending the leg. No required height here, just go wherever you feel a light stretch in the back of the leg. Continue to stay upright with the chest. Let's do 2 more on each side. Very good. Now, alternating, stepping one leg behind the other and bending the knees. This is sometimes called a curtsy lunge. It's a nice stretch for the hips. Let's do 3 more on each side. 2 and 1. All right, coming to the side of our mat, we're going to bend our knees. Just put the hands underneath the shoulders, walking out to a high plank, bending the knees, walking back. Let's do that 3 more times. Walking out and walking back, noticing how your wrists feel. If they're feeling really tense, you may need to spend a little bit more time just easing into this by putting pressure on the hands. All right, let's do About one more here. And then we can stay in this high plank and lift the hips, pressing the heels down. You can do one at a time. You can press them down at the same time. Just feeling that stretch in the back of the leg. And then bring the knees to the floor, side of the palms onto the floor, and chest coming toward the floor, stretching the lats, a little bit in the shoulders too. And let's bring a palm onto the floor beside us. Just bring the shoulder toward the floor, wherever you feel a nice light stretch in the shoulder. Same thing on this side. And then stepping our feet forward so that we can stretch out the shoulders and back and inner thighs. So just leaning one shoulder forward at a time. And then coming up. Let's practice our squat jumps now. If you don't want to jump, that's fine too. So we did squats before, just up and down here. Now if you want, lift off the floor just a little bit. You can also just lift the heels. Let's just do 5 of those. Pausing between each one. And last one. All right, hopefully we're feeling warm and ready to move into our circuits. 4 circuits total. Each circuit has 2 exercises, and we will do each circuit 3 times. All right, first exercise, we have a side-to-side squat, so step to the side squat. It's a little bit wider than we were doing before, and then a front kick. So front kick, front kick. But we're gonna combine it with a side squat, step together, kick, side squat, step together, kick. For 1 minute total. If you want to pick up the intensity, just go a little bit more quickly. All right, let's start this in about 10 seconds. Catching our breath. And 3, 2, side squat and kick. Kick, side squat, kick. You can step together or you can just step right into that kick if you prefer. Remember, no required height on the kick. And if the kick is too much for some reason, just lift the knee. Totally fine. Focus on keeping knees and toes in line here. We're more than halfway through. Keeping chest lifted on these squats. 15 seconds remaining. 5, 3, 2, and time. Very good. Next exercise, on the floor. So, this is a push-up variation, and push-ups can be scary, so let's talk about some variations. You can be on your knees or your toes, either way, and you choose how far down you go. If this is as far as you can go while keeping good form, that's totally fine. Otherwise, see what works for you. Okay, so the variation here is that we're tapping our thighs once with each hand and then doing a push-up. Tap, tap, and push up. Again, you choose the depth of the push-up. We're doing that for 1 minute, so pace yourself. I'll start on my knees with the push-ups, but here we go in 3, 2, and go. Tap, tap, and push up. You can also just keep your knees on the floor the whole time. That would look like this. Totally fine. What we're doing here is we're working the chest on the push-up, but we're also working the core, especially when we do these taps, because we're having to stabilize our torso with just supporting it on one side with one arm. So you may feel your core engaging there. Make sure glutes are engaged as well. Those are part of your core. That's going to help with stabilization. Just about 5 seconds remaining. 3, 2, and time. Very good. All right, come back up to standing. Going back to our squat and front kick. 1 minute total, starting in 3, 2, and go. As always, you choose the pace. Working on flexibility and leg strength here. Also getting the heart rate up, so cardio is here as well. Something that I see a lot when people are getting started is that they think that the more they lean forward with their squats, the deeper they're going into their squats. But you actually are not doing yourself any favors by leaning way forward. Focus on the knee bend and try to keep the chest upright. It's going to give you the best bang for your buck. All right, just 5 more seconds. 3, 2, and time. All right, back to our thigh taps and push-up. Start with the opposite hand this time for those thigh taps. 3, 2, here we go. Tap, tap, and push up. Keep that core super tight. Breathing on these push-ups. Think about pressing your shoulders away from your ears, keeping a long spine with the neck an extension from the rest of your spine, not craning the neck upward, not pressing it forward, just in line with the rest of the spine. About 15 seconds remaining. Good job, guys. Three, 2, and time. All right, round number 3 of the circuit. We take a break after these next 2 exercises. All right, side squat and kick, starting in 3, 2, here we go. Side squat, kick. This is the last time we do this exercise, so if you want to try to pick up the pace, be my guest. The core is also having to work as we lift the legs for these kicks. And remember, it's okay to kick low. It doesn't have to be high. Great job, guys. 15 seconds remaining. Three, 2, and time. All right, thigh taps and push up. Starting in 3, 2, and here we go. I'll tell you when the halfway point is, so if you want to change which arm you start with just to keep it even, you can do so. Again, thinking about a long spine, shoulders away from the ears, nice neutral neck. All right, here's the halfway point. You can change which arm you tap with first, if you would like. Way to stick with it, guys. We have a rest break coming up. Five seconds remaining. 3, 2, and time. Awesome. Whew. Okay. Rest break. Feel free to drink water, just catch your breath. We made it through our first block. We have 4 blocks total, so 3 remaining. I'll get some water as well. You can keep resting. I'll go ahead and show the next exercise. So here, we're gonna travel to the side with a step or a shuffle, whatever works for you. And then we're gonna try a 180-degree turn. Okay, so bear with me. We do our step or shuffle to the side. Then from here, I'm gonna turn my back to the front, okay? Now, if that doesn't work for you, if you're like, I can't jump all the way around and also keep good form, then you can do a 90-degree turn, or you can even just step to turn and then back the other way, whatever. All right, but let's get started with this in 3, 2, and go. Here we go. 1 minute total. Stepping or jumping. If you're rotating, try to rotate opposite directions each time, meaning either inward or outward, I don't know. I just don't want us to get dizzy. More than halfway there. Good job. 10 seconds remaining. Soft knees. 3, 2, and time. Woo. Okay, next exercise, we need 1 dumbbell. Here, we're stacking this weight over our shoulder and then doing a curtsy lunge, just that step, one leg behind the other, alternating sides. We're just holding that weight over our shoulder 30 seconds, then we'll do the other side. If it's too much to hold the weight, just hold your arm up without a weight. All right, let's start this in 3, 2, here we go. Just keep that weight stacked over the shoulder, alternating curtsy lunges, core tight. Try to keep your shoulder pressing down. I know it sounds kind of weird to be pressing your shoulder down while you're trying to reach overhead, but that's going to help strengthen your back, help you with good posture, help avoid straining. The shoulder just should be the same as the other side for the most part in terms of height. All right, change sides. Great job, guys. About 10 more seconds. Three, 2, and time. Awesome. All right, putting that weight down. Going back to our shuffle, 180-degree turn in 3, 2, here we go. Remember, you can step to turn, or you can keep the jump but just not rotate quite as far. Plenty of options to making this the right amount of challenge for you. You can also speed it up if you want. More than halfway there. 15 seconds remaining. Doing great. 3, 2, and time. Whew. All right, picking up our one weight, holding it above the shoulder, and here we go, alternating curtsy lunge. 30 seconds per side. Again, you can put down the weight if it is too much to hold above your shoulder for a full 30 seconds. I once heard an instructor say, try to tuck your shoulder blades into your back pockets. And I think that's a good analogy to trying to keep good posture throughout your shoulders and back. All right, getting ready to change in 3, 2, and change sides. Just about 5 seconds remaining. 3, 2, and time. Very good. All right, round 3. We have our shuffle, 180-degree turn. In 3, 2, here we go. We've got this, guys. Last time we do this exercise. Keep your knees soft. Halfway there. Whew. "15 seconds remaining. Five seconds. 3, 2, and time. Whew. All right, one dumbbell. Stacking it above the shoulder, alternating curtsy lunges. Here we go. Whew. We have a rest break after this move. Keep that core tight. Just about 5 more seconds on this side. 3, 2, switch sides. Whew. Great job, guys. I know it is challenging. 10 seconds remaining. 3, 2, and time. Woo, very good. All right, put the weight down. We have another rest break. So continuing to rest, I'll show you the next exercise. This one is like a skip. So if you ever have skipped, probably when you're a kid, it is like that. But we're adding on by having our arms in like a Y position. And then when we skip, we tap the knee. We're gonna do doubles. So tap, 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 tap. If that's too much, take out the jump, just lift the knee. And then, because we love to make things more complicated than they need to be, if you want to add on some variation, you can travel with it. So you're doing skip, 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 skip. All right? Just keep things interesting. All right, let's start that in 5 seconds, 1 minute total, starting in 3, 2, and here we go. Skip, 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 skip. Good. I'll start to travel a bit. Again, tucking those shoulder blades into your back pocket, so to speak. Halfway through, 30 more seconds. Core staying tight here. Ooh. 10 seconds. 3, 2, and time. Whew, great cardio. All right, 2 dumbbells for this next exercise. This one starts in a staggered stance, so toes straight ahead, something like this. And then we're taking the weights and bringing our palms toward the front, but keeping our shoulders down, just opening up with those weights like this. So we're gonna do open 3 times, and then change legs, open 3 times. All right, let's start this in 3, 2, and go. Pulse 3, 2, 1. Pay attention to keeping your neck in a neutral position, not craning it forward. The smaller your pulses are, the more tension you're continuing to hold in your arms. So it will be a little bit more challenging than bringing the weights all the way forward. And as always, we want to keep it controlled, not using momentum to swing the weights forward and back. Keep shoulders down. This is working some muscles in the upper back. Also working some of the shoulder stabilizer muscles. Whew. Arms are staying mostly straight. All right, just about 5 more seconds. 3, 2, and time. Whew, very good. Okay, put the weights down. We're doing our skips, double knee, starting in 3, 2, and go. Remember, you don't have to actually jump. You can just do the knee tap. And if you want to travel, that is also an option. Again, though, focusing on locking everything in at the core, protecting lower back, keeping great form. Way to stick with it, guys. I know it is a challenging move. Heart rate is elevated. Arms may be tired. Just 10 seconds remaining. 3, 2, and time. Whew. Picking up our weights. Staggered stance. Pulsing 3 times and changing legs in 3, 2, and go. Pulse 3, 2, 1. Change legs. 3, 2, and 1. This can also be done without weights, especially if you're not quite sure about the form and you just want to make sure you're doing the right thing. By all means, put the weights down. just check what it feels like without weights. You can think about squeezing your shoulder blades together as you pulse the arms back. Notice that I'm not hunched over. I'm keeping my back nice and flat. I'll show you from this side as well. 3, 1, 2, 3, and so on. Ten seconds remaining. 3, 2, and time. Woo, very good. We are already to round number 3, going back to our skipping with the taps in 3, 2, and go. Last time we do this exercise. Great job halfway through. "15 seconds remaining. You've got this. Three, 2, and time. All right, last exercise before we take a break. Staggered stance, starting 3, 2, here we go. Pulse 3 times, change legs. Great job. Stick with it. We've got it. About 25 seconds remaining. Keep that long spine, neutral neck. Ten seconds. 3, 2, and time. Oh, excellent job. All right. Another rest break. Drink water. All right, I'll preview our next exercise. So this one can take a minute to get used to, but the theme here is we're practicing shoulder retractions, meaning, so protraction with the shoulders is this, like bringing the shoulders forward. Retraction with the shoulders is bringing them back. So we're gonna try retracting them with our elbows out to the sides. So pulsing, maybe 4 times. And then we're gonna try retracting them with our arms forward, so like this. Now, it's gonna take a minute to get that, but while we're doing that, we're gonna try tapping the legs back. So we love for things to be overly complicated, so that's what we're gonna do. So again, pulsing, maybe let's do 4 times back, so tapping back 4, 3, 2, 1, and then pulsing with the arms forward, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I'll do it from the side to start. But let's start this in 3, 2, and elbows back, tapping, and then arms forward, 3, 4, goes back, 2, 3, 4, you choose the pace, 3, 4, and you can take bigger steps once you're more comfortable with the movement. I know it feels weird, but it is a very good exercise for keeping our shoulders back and down, good posture. Hopefully you can feel that your shoulders are really working here, shoulders and back. I know it kind of feels weird. How fast can you go? 15 seconds remaining. 3, 2, time. Ooh, okay, 2 weights. Again, this staggered stance position, but we're gonna do 3 wide rows, 2, 3, and then we're gonna do wide squat, 3 squats, and then step, and so on. All right, let's start this in 3, 2, here we go. Wide row, 2, 3, pulse, 1, 2, 3. Good job. About 15 seconds remaining. Three, 2, and time. All right. Back to our shoulder retractions. So elbows coming back. And if it's just too much, you can keep your arms closer and just bring them back like this and focus on the tap backs. All right, let's start that in 3, 2, and go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How fast can you go? I know well, I'm seeing what I'm doing and I'm like, I look really weird. No, I don't. I look awesome. This is a completely normal thing to do. And you also look awesome. I know it. Because anybody who does this move looks awesome. You're like, what is she talking about? We're just keeping things interesting, guys. Just about 15 seconds remaining. Ah, this is hard. 3, 2, and time. That's how I feel. All right. Wide row and squat. Starting in 3, 2, and here we go. This time I'm gonna have my thumbs forward for this row. So it's still a wide row, but I'll show you what I was doing before. My palms were more back, thumbs inward for this before. And either is valid. I'm just gonna do this. Because sometimes that helps me to think more about engaging those muscles between the shoulder blades and really squeezing them together. It also gives me a little bit more of a stretch in the chest and shoulders. "15 seconds remaining. And time. Oh my goodness, we have just 1 round remaining in this circuit, and then we cool down. All right, back to our favorite move, our shoulder retractions with our tap backs, starting in 3, 2, and here we go. We are the best shoulder retractors there ever were. I'm going to see if I can tap back a little bit farther with each step to make the cardio challenge a little bit bigger. Importantly, though, guys, keep the core engaged. We're not arching the back for these retractions. Good job. 20 seconds remaining. Three, two, and time. Well done. Oh my goodness. No, good posture. All right, inner thigh stretch. Toes straight ahead. Once you've set up into that inner thigh stretch, arm across the chest. Hold on to it with the other arm. Keep that shoulder pressing down. We really worked the muscles of our back that are important for posture, so let's make sure we stretch them out. Other side. Whew. All right, calf stretch, heel down. Long spine here. Feeling the stretch along the back of the leg toward the bottom of the leg. Make sure your toes are straight ahead. Change sides. Now hip flexor stretch. So tucking the hips underneath our body, pressing them forward. You may need to just move the hips around to feel where you get the best stretch for the hip flexors, and then just hold that. Other side. Bring one leg forward, heel down, toe lifted, flat back. This is a hamstring stretch. Try to keep your toes straight ahead again. I know I say that a lot, but a lot of times it gives us a better stretch. And other side. And then arms overhead, keeping core engaged, just leaning a bit to the side. Feeling this along the side body. Reset to the center, other side. Back to the center. Let's bring one palm forward and then fingertips on top of the head, ear toward the shoulder, and then just look slightly forward. Move the head around to see where you find the best stretch. Keep this other palm facing forward. That's just gonna keep our shoulder open so our neck can get a better stretch. So holding that, not pulling on the neck, just light pressure. Back to the center, other side, palm forward, fingertips on top of the head, ear to the shoulder, and then look slightly toward the floor. Just holding that. And we are done. Excellent job, guys. Way to show up, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time.